Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis I, the jabbering magpie, bringing you a spot more of Amnesia The Dark Descent. If you don't remember from last time, we had basically a lovely session of art criticism, bit of history, and a lovely walk through the dilapidated castle of Brennenburg. So, our main mission objective is there is a load of weird juicy shit in our path, which needs to be dissolved. Fortunately, we just found a recipe for a ton of acid. Oh, he fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in the stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Now, I'm just going to turn down the audio a bit more again, as I had a playback of the last video and the sound levels are incredibly high. Probably need to fuel up my lantern. So, we have the ingredient list for powerful acid. So, let's drop some fucking acid, shall we? Nothing in there, it won't budge. Oh! Hello. Come here, little lighter. Tabularium. Ooh. I'm going to ask what's in that. Yeah, let's check out the tabularium. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew that he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. God, you're a bit maudlin, aren't you, Daniel? Librari. I can't actually remember what the purpose of going in here is. It's not where the acid is, but screw it, let's have a look around anyway. What's this?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Oh, there we go. Bit of backstory. That's what this place is for. Daniel was an archaeologist with the British Museum. Oh, it's the ever so famous Stefano. What's in the catalogues? Anything good? Anything from Argos or Sears? They do a good catalogue. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander Baron of Brennenburg is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. Alexander, what is it with you and sanctums? It's getting worrying. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich. Or Gerich, I don't know. No, need to access those drawers. Daniel, use your mutant strength. Thank you. Nope. Nope. Oop. Tinderbox. Oh, you and your stupid fucking nyctophobia. Studium. What is in the studium? What can we studium? Anything on the painting? No, you need more paintings. That was a worrying sound. Really rather was. Just going to close that door. Shirts. Nothing. Nothing. And a tin box. Right.
17th of
What do
May,
we have?
1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh God. I do like that. That's very, very British. Go to a foreign country, the locals are superstitious, and their language is alien. I do not like it. Daniel there, very bloody foreigners. Okay, what fucking horrors await through here then? You know what? I don't want to know. We're going through here instead. Hello? This is nice. Ballroom of some kind. Oh, a naval scene, that's oh, shit. Fuck you, piano. Fuck you right royally. Chainsaw dildo. Old tomes. Ooh. I don't know what happened there. I probably shouldn't have picked that up. I think I just trashed Grandma's ashes. Huh? Someone's playing the piano. And I don't like it. Really not liking it. Though it is lovely playing. I have to give him that. Local history is locked, it won't open. And I'm out of shitting oil. Fucking haunted piano. God knows where that is. Ooh, what was that hideous moaning sound? I'll just look out of the window at the beautiful scenery. Oh, something got smushed. Maybe that was the hideous moaning sound. Oh, another piano. Are you haunted as well? No? Jolly good. Scrolls. Ah, floor plans. Always useful to have a map of the place.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Well, yes, there's a good tip in life. You never want your downstairs collapsing on you. Alright. The East Wing and the Western Hall. That must be the area we're in currently. Western Hall. At least it looks like it. Oh, great. The piano's going off again. I'm just going to ignore that. Piss shit. Yep, things fall down. More oil is needed. Yeah, there we go. Here is the Kingdom of Prussia. Where Brennenburg is located, I'm not sure. I do believe it's somewhere on the Baltic, so up in the northeast here. Pomerania, all that. Yeah, most of it's now Belarus and Poland and a bit of Lithuania. Central Prussia. And in my opinion, the best bit of Prussia. I'm just attempting to save on tinderboxes and fuel by being rather sparing. Oh god. And we're down.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Ooh, enchanting.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
It's a
I
fucking
reached out,
Kinder Egg.
closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit
Oh,
me
shit.
away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Just light this candle to get some sanity back. And then there's weird blue dotty things everywhere. Yeah, there we go with the Lovecraft again, the phrase impossible geometry. And we have to get through there. Yes, it is breakable by hand because I am fucking hench.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
That's right, Daniel. Always use protection. Oh, there's a snarling sound. So. Let's just blockade this door. That is not gonna hold him. If anything's coming. Let's just put a few more barricades up. Just a few more, you can never have too many. And what is this? Local folklore. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbours, and its neighbour Castle Brennenburg. East Prussian woods would sort of like put there with the Teutonic Knight connection that we have with those flags and banners. And Baltic coast. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of widespread superstition. All travellers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting. Oh, exciting entertainment. I love that. Just go down. Talk to the funny foreigners. Oh, they're so twee. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep on reappearing. The Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies wrought by their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. Are they going to win the Oscar as well? Because goddammit, Leo should have won it before that. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all prominent members of society paid notice that he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwest glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron! Oh, hello, Alexander. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his nearby castle, Altstadt. Oh, his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most of the noble birth, rumours are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Apparently the Order of Black Eagle are actually real. Just, there's another train going past. They're so incredibly loud, I don't know if my mic picks them up. But yeah, what we heard on the flashback there is essentially... it's a timed book puzzle. There we go. Gotta get all three in time, and the door opens up. Woo woo! Woo 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 woo! Yeah. People going to see the baby Jesus in a cave. Was baby Jesus ever in a cave? I don't recall that. Do leave a comment if you know if baby Jesus was ever in a cave. Yep, more notes. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both my problems. I guess the wine's not good. Oh Lord. That's not a good sound. Not a good sound at all. Nope, 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 nope. That was the bashing of a door. Maybe I should just live here for eternity. My attempt at blockade didn't really work that well, did it? Oh Lord, it won't budge. That is not good. Nicht good. Did you all see the creepy monster? Creeping and crawling. Fuck it, we're going like the Royal Marines. Go! Bit weak came out there. Stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be. Ow! Jesus! Ow. Ow. I got stabbed. By the unknown. That was painful. Okay, now we can get in vine killer. Checking time. Alright, best check what we need. 4 chemicals. It's like Aquafortis, Cupriton. Oh, fuck it, we'll be able to. Use the key to unlock the door. There we go. The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wind gently sweep across his face and his dry, crusted lips. Crusty lips. Good. There's a map here.
Where did the Baron go?
Who
cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay, so the door here. This is the No! No, sir. Do not like that. Just go through here. And things have got somewhat squishy. Beyond squishy. Squish-tastic, one would describe. Just going to bring a bit of light to the situation. Anything? Nope.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
I wouldn't drink the wine if I was you. Stick with an orange juice today. What's this? Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Guerric. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle Brennenburg. As most of your aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honours I've been rewarded during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans on his slightest whim, and do so without question. In return, he would attest to my character at the Royal Court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to a wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming, the skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against God-given nature. Blood has begun from to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. He literally exploded. Which is never good. And I hear more creepy footsteps. Though the giveaway probably should have been a bottle of Aqua Regia next to you. I do believe that stuff is essentially acid. Anything? Anything in here?
Darkness. Closing in.
Shush, Daniel, shush. Oh, oil. Excellent. And tinder boxes. What do we have? Carpentry equipment. Not really. Anything I want here. That's carpenter's room. And that's a train. Going again. Speed of fucking light. Right, there's another chemical. Oh dear, I think I pissed him off. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in darkness. Thanks for the fucking tip. Thing is though, I'm not doing very well at the moment. Could do with a little bit of light just to... Oh yeah. Drugs. Yeah. He's just gone round the corner. I know for a fact, whatever you do, do not look at him. Because your vision goes crazy and he will see you. Sanity is now dangerously low. We are in the danger zone. We are reading red. Going to need a nice, friendly light to just pep us back up. Metal Gear Solid Brennenberg Edition. Avoiding creepy ass fucking creatures. In we go, in we go, in we go, in we go, in we go. Not great. I'll be the first to admit that. Creaking doors. All the constant sound of goddamn footsteps. Come on, Danny, dear boy. You'll be alright. Just one more to go. One more. One more. Fuckty fuck. Pissity piss. And it's hit me in the head. Ouch. I'll just light up some candles and torches. Ugh. And I think this is a good place to leave it here, folks. I do hope you enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. Catch us next time again for a bit more Amnesia The Dark Descent. Chatty bye!